Oh, morning. Got coffee for you. You've been up long.
I've been up about half an hour.
Got the camera set up, blimey.
I've done the morning ritual of half an hour on Facebook.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You should probably say YouTube because this is on YouTube. Morning. Oh, that was nice. Hugo. All right, Hugo. None taken. Let's talk about mornings then, shall we? Because I can't function without the first coffee of the morning. To be fair,
Blood of a newborn baby.
Well, yes, for my beauty regime, absolutely. I don't like the fact that I always these days wake up with bed hair. I mean, what little hair that I have left, and I'm sure that will be in the comments. But yeah, all right. There's no need to look like that.
Oh, yeah. Hair is and yesterday's product still in it, so it's
Maybe that's where I'm going wrong.
yeah. It feels like very textured and needs a wash.
Exactly. Don't worry. You can go and wash it in a bit.
I think mine is my eyes. If I fall asleep...
Oh, you have contact lenses, though.
If I fall asleep with my contact lenses in, then you know that it's almost like your eyes are stuck together because they just don't seem to have the energy to lift the eyelids.
Yeah.
And then you've got to peel them off your eyes because they're dried.
Oh, I mean, the whole idea of putting stuff on your eyes anyway freaks me out hugely.
And I know somebody's going to suggest, get laser. But I just have had contact lenses since I was 16 years old, and I'm 25 now, and I'm not going to change.
Did you notice I only laughed gently? I didn't say anything.
So yeah, I've got to remember. So
Sure.
I have to remember that like about 8 p.m.
Yeah.
if I'm at home to take my lenses out, so that if I do fall asleep, because I'm getting on now, if I do fall asleep on the sofa, then I don't wake up with stuck eyes.
Do you find that it's the same as women that fall asleep drunk with makeup on? It's the similar kind of thing. What if the women have got contact lenses as well as makeup?
Well, it's not just the makeup; it's the false eyelashes, isn't it? That stick together and the glue.
Exactly.
And, yeah. Not that we know about those things. What else about
Mornings for me? It's when you've got to go to work. It's when you're on a schedule and you're on a timed schedule and you know you've got to be out of the house in a certain amount of time. Do you back time your alarm to when you've got to be out of the house? Because I need an hour. I cannot function without an hour. So my alarm will go off. So if I've got to leave the house at 7 o'clock, I'll set the alarm for 6. I'll go put the kettle on. I'll come back, drink coffee and listen to the radio while I drink my coffee. Then I'll jump in the shower. But I've got to have an hour because otherwise it's not enough time.
So my alarm clock goes off an hour before I have to get out of bed because I can't get out of bed.
Are you a snoozer?
I just can't get out of bed on the first alarm. So
Wow.
It has to be snoozed a couple of times.
Okay.
So if I need to be up at 6, it will go off. The radio will come on at 5, and I'll gently listen to the news or whatever, and then eventually by 6, and I can't get out of bed on an odd number.
What?
So if it's 6:03, I'm not getting out of bed at 6:03. It's got to be 6:10.
You are weird.
I know.
Very weird.
I can't get out of bed at 5:54.
Okay.
It's got to be 6.
That's fair. Whereas as soon as my alarm goes off, I switch it off and I get out of bed. I always have done.
It's got to be rounded up to the next 15 minutes.
How funny. But then within the hour that I'm planning,
Even if I'm
I
late.
know I know everything that I need to do within the hour, and still I'm rushed.
No, I think I'm all right there. I think I always allow enough time, and I prefer to be an hour early than 5 minutes late.
Yes. Yes.
But so for that reason, my alarm goes off.
It's a good thing to do. That.
Really early. But the other thing is shaving. Oh, if I added up the number of minutes I've spent my life shaving my face to please other people.
Let alone anything else.
To please other people, because it's not pleasing me to stood there doing it, and it doesn't matter to me whether I look like stick of the dump or freshly shaved.
Can you tell?
So the amount of times I dread to think, what does it take? It takes about 5 minutes.
Yep.
If you were to do it every day, over a week, 35 minutes, over do the maths. I could have had a 2-week holiday.
I find that with shaving, I can go 2 days without anybody noticing. So if I shave to go on TikTok or on TV, that's fine for that day, but it also works for the next day as well.
Right.
But I can't look clean shaven if it's gone further than that.
Right.
So I have to so if I'm doing stuff, I have to shave at least every 2 days, but I don't shave when I'm not on. There's no point.
Well, I don't if I don't have to, but so if you said 5 days a week the shaving or 4 days a week, it's still a 2-week holiday in our lifetimes.
Can I just have the 2-week holiday? Or does that mean I've got to grow a great big beard to get the 2-week holiday?
Have we mentioned traffic?
Not yet. But you know, I used to do traffic news, so I used to have to get up really early to go to
And on the M5.
all of that. So I did that for a long time. And of course, you have to be there. Oh, there's one story of that. I was working at AA Roadwatch once, and the AA was telling everyone, don't travel, there's lots of snow. Okay, don't travel, it's dangerous, there's lots of snow. And I rang them, because I was living in Bournemouth and they were in London, so I was commuting. And I rang them the night before. Yeah, they won't get in. So I set off at like 3:30 in the morning, one set of tracks up the M3. It was the scariest journey. Don't travel in the snow
unless you need to, or unless you're employed by AA Roadwatch.
Back in the day, gosh, that was probably 30 years ago now. I don't think they would probably do that today. And
no,
I
work
think
from home.
Health and safety. Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Work from home. Exactly right. Yeah. Whereas we had to go to the studio. But you're right. Travel in the morning. If you have to travel through rush hour, oh, lordy, that's unfortunate.
Well, one day a week, as you know, I've got that 120-mile journey return, 240, 250 miles.
Yeah.
And I need to be there for 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So I leave at 5:30 to guarantee that if there's any problems on that motorway, I will get through it.
So
because I'll get past Birmingham
belt and braces
by 6:30. Yeah.
You would rather be safe than sorry and go and sit in a coffee shop for an hour
I would.
At your destination. Yeah. Do you know what? It's a really sensible thing to do.
Sitting in a coffee shop for an hour is a lot less stressful than sitting in the car panicking for an hour.
Yeah. That is very true.
I'd much rather just get there before everyone else leaves Birmingham.
Are you good at going to bed slightly earlier the night before so that you give yourself that time, or do you just lose that extra hour's sleep?
I've got better at it. I never used to, but I've got better at going, you know, what am I if I'm sitting here watching something or reading something, I might as well read in bed and fall asleep. But I'm paranoid about oversleeping.
I think we're very lucky because we don't have kids. If you were trying to wrangle kids into school uniform, I know, but they don't wear school uniform, nor do they go to school, is the point that I'm making. If you're trying to wrangle kids out of bed and into the shower and into school uniform and into the car and make sure they've got their kit and their bags and their books, what a nightmare that must be. And if you've got 3 kids in your house, well, I mean, get a television.
They chose to have.
Yeah, I know. God, I heard of someone that had 8 kids the other day. They haven't got a telly, obviously.
They've got Sky, haven't they?
Absolutely. Zero, dear.
8 kids.
But if you're wrangling, they must have a minibus, mustn't they?
They've probably got a couple of people carriers, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. If you've got to wrangle kids out of the door, that's the other acid in the morning. Acid reflux in the morning.
I hope that didn't come out.
I think it probably did. I heard it. So. But yeah, I get very acidic in the morning, even though I take tablets for it. I'm like, no, you're okay with that?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. Yeah, I sometimes ache going to bed. But
do you not?
Never in the morning.
I'm the other way around.
It's almost like I've laid flat for 5, 6, 7 hours, and all my muscles have relaxed.
Oh no, that's the other thing about getting up for me. It ain't about muscles. It's like I feel my skeleton in the morning. It's like.
But isn't it lovely in the summer?
Yes, it's much nicer.
The summer's here, and we've got some decent weather. I mean, it's been great this last weekend and first few days of the week. So, hey, long may it rain.
I don't want rain.
See what you did there.
I want sun.
See what you did there.
Let's hope the sunny. So this is going out just after the bank holiday weekend. I hope you had a brilliant bank holiday weekend. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
I was working.
Well, I reckon that nobody's told the weather centre that it's a bank holiday weekend, because otherwise it would have rained, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they put the clocks forward by 3 weeks, not an hour.
Just so it doesn't do it. Well, if you have a morning routine, we'd love to know about it in the comments.
Yeah.
So like and subscribe and comment on the video, because morning routines are awful, whichever way you look at it.
Subscribe more than like. We'd love you to subscribe.
Absolutely,
if you
we would.
Across this.
Yeah, and tell your friends. Get them to subscribe as well. Why not?
Because we're just 2 grumpy old gays.
You speak for yourself, love. Come on, Leonard, we're leaving.
How very dare you.